All right, I've got movement. Just a second getting it pretty on my side. All the whites are too bright. Okay, and of course that's all right. That's all right. We'll get it. We'll get it. How's that? Better? Too dark? How's it going? Welcome to the show. uh, I know this can't be your first live show. Let me get it a little bit lighter. Smash the like button. Just hopefully nobody had to get up out of their seat. I know what I did wrong. When I plugged it in, I accidentally hit the plug that the camera goes into, and that was my bad. Make it brighter. You know, it just might be dark on my side. Maybe it's okay for you. Pardon me. Um, let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's just hella dark on my screen. It's brighter for you guys. Okay, yeah. How is it going? Let me put out a notification for this, and then I'll get into this last week here. Quite frankly, that's okay. It happens. Just think about folks that do work in TV back when you had to say you do all of your rehearsing and then you go up live, film it live, and there's no time to stop if you make a mistake. If you forget your line, you just have to power through it. So, with that in mind, you gotta keep it going. But folks don't usually have to tweet during a show, I don't think. There we go. Part two. Good enough. Awesome. Nice and pretty. Cool. Yeah, glad everybody made it to the second stream. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. I'll learn. I'll get better at it. And what's up? Is that one to go to? How's it going? Just plugged in. Okay. Everything's looking good. Great. Because the weird thing is, the last time I had this happen, it was a three-parter show. Well, the second part, nothing happened, so I got rid of that. So it's just two parts, part one and three. But the weird thing is, like the second, the second part has more view. Second part has more views than the first part. So like, did people like just catch the part three, or was it that good that people watched the part three a few more times? I don't know. Oh, what's up, Chris? Glad you made it. Glad Wally, Arden, Dusty Blue, Hi Bitch Lap Satan, John Rogers, Kara, Wendigo, to Papa Groovy, Chris. Oh, that's most folks. Oh, that sucks. Like there hasn't been enough odd things going on YouTube. Yeah, still rocking the Puma shirt. I was thinking about putting on that, quite frankly, the one with the jester head on it, but it's just too, it's long sleeved. Then I would end up clipping my hair up and that wouldn't work. I want to get some more thin shirts like this, but then with the weather getting cold, that might not be a good idea. But then again, it's not like it won't be summer again soon, so I'll still get to wear them. Just looking back, I don't know what day it is. Is that what it was? Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, since Monday we were right here, just hanging out. And then, I'm figuring out a pattern. I should have figured this out months and months ago because it's been in my face for months, but it's some things I just don't figure out right away. But I was talking about Frank going live between 9 and 11 a.m. during the week. And that I didn't know when that would be, just it would happen between those times during the week. So then there's Frank tweeting, no more Brett Summer, please. Yeah, right? No, that's right. If it's going to stay cold like this, just do fall stuff. But there goes the chime from Discord. So I freak out. I'm like, oh no, this is Frank going live. So I'm getting ready to like look at my phone and then like grab all this equipment and set it up as fast as possible. But it wasn't that. This was on yesterday. Friday. Yesterday. 10:32 a.m. Discord chime notification. There I was freaking out. But it wasn't Frank doing a live show, say on Instagram or YouTube. It's he does that Dark to Light podcast. I've seen this before too. That's why I'm smiling. It just says Dark to Light podcast summer schedule starting June 3rd, 2024. Live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Rumble, Getter, and X. Could have read that all these months ago and figured out that if he's going live between 9 and 11 a.m., it's going to be on a Tuesday and Thursday. But I just figured that out yesterday. But at least I know that now. So if I did want to eat breakfast, I would know to not do it on a Tuesday or a Thursday because Frank is going to go live from either YouTube or Instagram. He couldn't use YouTube because he was off of YouTube for that week. And we found out a week on YouTube is 8 days, not 7. Oh, Papa Groovy's saying, just be yourself, sweetheart. You have a following. Oh, thank you. You guys are great people. That's why I've got a following. Oh, do I follow many servers channels on Discord? Not many. That's because when Frank had a Discord before, he like they took away Frank's personal account. They took away the Discord for, quite frankly. And then I've heard about other people losing their Discords or getting in trouble because they were just members of certain servers. So because of that, I'm very wary about servers I'm on. So like I've got the Frank one, I've got mine, I've got one for another channel that I go to regularly, the Monday show that I go to after, quite frankly, I joined that Discord. And then another one that a friend of mine started up. And so I'm just in like 4 servers on Discord. Yeah. And then Gilded, I think I'm on even less. Yeah, Gilded is just quite frankly my own, and then one for another person who is a frankly. So not a lot. Arden, I didn't like Discord anyway. I like Discord because it's not as clunky as Gilded, but you've got to go where the people are. Oh, the Discord days. It's it really does depend. Back in, like 2018, 2019, when things were popping off, there was no better place to be outside of the Quite Frankly chat room. You went to Discord and it was like one big, huge, hours long experience every evening. It just a whole other world. It would take a lot to get that back. Now that other guy's Discord, I joined that because I was in it before. I wasn't going to go back because they had a thing where if you were a Patreon and then you stopped, then your handle would be blue. I don't like blue. That would just depress me every time. But then I got to a certain point. I'm like, you know what? Let me get back in here. Maybe I can, because it's quite a dead place. I'm like, maybe I can stir things up. But that show comes on so late, sometimes I fall asleep at the end of it, so there's no way I can be up at 11:30 at night kicking it in that Discord. And then there are a lot of folks there who are scattered all over the world, and I don't know what time they are up. But it's there. It's I could, chat in there often enough and get some uh not get some action like I'm trying to get late in there, but action for that channel, just some movement, some goings on in there, so it's not just sitting there unused. Oh yeah, you'll like the chat room stories then one too when I get into that, because it was well, I know I joined Discord because it tells you right there in April of 2017, and then it was like 2018, 2019 when it was like the place to be. uh Yeah, then some folks were stirring up some drama, but they're really not around anymore. And yeah, then the whole thing just got nuked one day, and then Frank got the Gilded, and now he's got the Discord back, a different Discord back, and his own personal damn account since they had to take that too. So not a whole lot on Discord. I follow more folks on say like Twitter. Folks that I follow are Frankly's and my dad. That's it. And then YouTube, I follow about 54 channels, but back before the war, I was up to around 90, and then I had to get rid of people who were not patriots. Look at Nikki using Discord as Tinder, LMAO, just kidding. I have been over before the fact that people I know do hook up. Like two of them are a couple, two of them are engaged, and another two of them did get married. Didn't Discord messages get hacked? Arden is saying. Something like that. I believe at the time Frank was talking about like maybe somebody had posted something in the Discord that was, against the rules, and before like say a moderator could erase it or anything like that, the whole thing just got taken out. I used to be in a couple more Discords. I noticed I was in the Discord for like Theta. Like that hasn't even existed for a year, so I just left that. I'm like, why am I here? Ugh. Stop touching me. Yeah, Discord. It used to be we went to Quite Frankly, and then we would go to Discord and hang out in the VC, the voice chat, not Viet Cong, until like 3 in the morning. The very first Saturday show, it was a March in Saturday, or a Saturday in March, and I was drinking a little bit. And then we went over to Discord afterwards, and I was up until like 3, 4 in the morning. We're just kicking it hardcore. I'm just taking sips. I'm just feeling it. Everybody was having a good time. Oh, Chris, I'm in gaming Discords, music, film, audio production channels too, around 30 channels. Yeah, I was in a channel. Don't try these links now, but if you go to Watch Gray Still Plays, he has a link for Discord that takes you to a different room. He did used to have a Discord, and one day he did an interview in there. I did get to hear. And then one day I went over to it and it had a completely different avatar. And I'm like, whoa. And then it had a real big, it takes you to an announcements page talking about, hey, listen, he's not involved with this page, didn't even want a Discord to begin with. So if you want to say that's fine, but don't be up in here asking, where's Gray? Because we're going to kick you out. So it's up to you. So I'm like, well, I don't need you folks. Sorry. I just left. You don't have to leave. You don't have to post while you're leaving. Nobody cares. So I'm like, well, have fun. And then just considering the trouble that Frank got in, it's like a guilt by association thing. So I'm like, well, I'll just be very choosy about the discords I join. Because I don't need my stuff tanked. Instagram, though, is such a pain in the ass. Because Tuesday, Frank did go live from Instagram. And I was able to get into the stream just fine. I got like the message on Discord. I went in, but I realized my handle was not updated, so I updated it. So I'm Nikki M. Carlin on Instagram. But I think somehow doing that kind of got the page I was on confused. So I'm like, well, let me just take the same link, get back in. Would not give me the live show. I could get to it on my phone, but I don't need that fucking emoji because even there they got something down in the corner and it's portrait mode. I don't do that. It's in like you can't see to type and just so no, just no. I'm like, well, how do I get back in here? I was so fucking pissed off trying to have a good time. Long story short, I used Brave for a browser and I just went back in the history and just went back I got back in. But it was fun in there. Frank was live for like half an hour, just asking questions, just talking about stuff, getting ideas for the show, just topics, and people asking him questions too, just random stuff, or like they like the cup he's drinking out of, so they'll mention that. And there was a guy in there, I'm not gonna drop his name, but he was talking about he had been around since like 2012, 2013, the ZNY, the Zadals of Days. So I was like, cool. I'd like to talk to that guy, see what he knows. And I saw Big, in my head, I call him Big Eric, but his name is spelled ERRK. And I don't know if that's two R's or three R's or four R's. That's a lot of R's. But he was there. I have not seen that guy in forever. He's an old school, frankly. I was so happy to see him. But yeah, he was even saying he would like to use his Instagram more. So if you don't have one, it would help to get it just for those Frank live coffee chats in the morning. And plus, he does upload content there. There's stuff to do. Chris Ann Hall is on Instagram as well. Chris is saying the audio and phone production channels I'm in are helpful. They have sections to ask production questions and get help. Wow, that's nice of them to help people. That is so cool. That reminds me of my last job where they're like, ask any questions, ask any questions. And you could ask all the questions you wanted. How many answers do you think you got? Assholes. Telegram, I mean, I am on it. Uh, Jim Lee's there. Honestly, have not used it very much. I don't know how to send a telegram. I don't know. Like, do you like have to say like say your sentence? Do you say stop? Do you write stop? And then, no, I have not used it enough. I don't. It's an odd place because you go there and I don't even know where to comment. Quite frankly. Okay, like right away, it's like 175. So I'm like 175 comments away from the wherever I was. What do you do here? You just read and leave comments? I guess so. I mean, I guess that's okay. That's okay if you're like on into current events. That's what it seems to be. Like there's memes here too. Uh and tweets. Uh yeah. So I guess it's good if you don't want to like to actually have to go on to Twitter to like find these things to like stay current. If that's your thing, I don't stay current with the only way I get current events is accidentally on Tumblr through memes, the way it should be. Shorty just came on live too. Oh, that's cool. What is a telegram? Is that how we get hold of our weed man? Yeah, you send them. You actually have to send a piece of paper, and then the guy does the Morse code thing, and it goes out. Then you wait. You just have to sit there and wait for an answer. Oh yeah, I'll have that on the morrow. No, I don't think people spoke like that the telegram days, but that's all right. And then you get your stuff in about a month. Oh, Patrick, that's okay. Apologies for lateness. Was that a 60th party? Had to get here as soon as, yeah, you're okay, man. It's actually part two. I had to plug in the equipment and everything froze up. So yeah, no worries, no worries. I wonder which part's gonna do best, the part one or the part two. And sorry for anybody who couldn't find the second part, but it's always up to watch, so it's not lost forever. But you do want to check out Chris. Nice. Weed Man on the Pony Express. LOL. The one guy on a horse who's like leaning to the side. Like, it's some good stuff, man. What town am I in? This is just a microphone. It's better than the laptop one. It was a camera I got from Amazon that is 60 frames per second, and well, while it's 60 frames per second, it can go up to 1080p. It can go to a higher resolution, but then the frame rate drops, and I move way too fast for 30 frames a second. I see when other people have 30 frames a second when Frank is live now, and it's like, oh no, man, you need faster. And it wasn't expensive. It might not be the best, but I did notice that nobody else mentioned it, but when I did get this camera, the audio improved. And I have considered getting an actual proper, microphone and that, since that's what everybody else seems to have. Because that's what everybody wants to hear is this voice more clearly. No, it's necessary. But you do want to go to those coffee streams because you find out things that you would not know just from going to, quite frankly, or just following his tweets, things like that. Because somebody asked about Tony Black and out of the blue. So I'm like, I don't know, is there something going on with him? Or are they just asking out of the blue? I haven't heard anything bad. What's going on? Don't make me worry about him. But it's just they were just asking, I guess. And Frank's like, yeah, he's fine. But I guess his knees are starting to get to him. But he's 94, so it's of course it's going to start to get creaky sometime. So it's what it is. The studio is up a few flights of stairs. There is not a proper elevator you can use to get up to. And like Frank's up on like the third floor or something like that. So if he was going to have Tony Black around, he would have to, like pre-record something or I don't know, take equipment to the man's house, something like that. But like aside from that, he's okay. So that's good. Oh, William, you sound good to me, Nikki. Good. That's good. Now, I have not tried using Bluetooth, only because it seems like when folks do have like their earbuds or their iPods, whatever, in, Frank will notice that they sound terrible when he's live. And then back at my last job, I was on the phone a lot, and some people would have terrible audio, and it would be because they're like using their Bluetooth or earbuds or iPods, whatever it was. That sounds like crap. What? What? I can't hear you. What? And then make them hang up. Chris, yeah, anywhere between 60 to 120 frames per second is good for streams. 30 FPS is low, 24 FPS is cinematic frames, yeah. I might could even go up on the FPS. But we'll get together. That's a next year thing. We'll see how things go. Right now it's pretty okay. Yeah, Tony Black's doing all right. He's the guy, the no names T-shirt over on the quite frankly. Well, if you go to quitefrankly.tv, go to, I think it's called affiliates. It doesn't say merch. It says affiliates. That's where the merch is. That's where you can find the coffee and like the Blue Monster prep and the like Yes Cacao and the his merch. Is that the same? Yeah, that was the same Monday. The sex bots that can say no to sex that just shut down if you get rough with them. Um, all equipment shuts down when you get rough with it. So that's just modern technology. I don't. Okay, so it goes from moving around, I guess, to being still. That's just it. Anytime you're having sex with a non-human is creepy. If they are under 18 or they're not human, it is wrong. Gonna go out on a limb and say that. And that's when the Gadsden flag came up. I cannot believe I remember that because how long ago did that? How long ago was that kid in the news, like that little kid, and he had the flag on his backpack and he didn't see the problem because he was normal? How long ago was that? And then I remembered it. Last year? Was that this year? I don't even know. So that was cool. And then this is awesome. What did I write? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's the we're figuring out the because Frank told a story about how his daughter pretended to cut off his head. And then so somebody in the chat room was like, "Well, that's how Matt McCat lost his legs. You guys know the promo, and it's Matt, and he's like just he's just that tall, and he's just walking on his knees. So that's how that happened. So we figured that out. Oh, Jenna, what's up? I had to vacuum my bedroom. I heard that. Time to get around to the spring cleaning in the fall. Oh, Patrick, yeah, Miss Shorty live last night, but watched this morning. Can definitely say that Frankly's was well represented. Yeah, she did. She was really cool. She mentioned the like the quite Frankly's were in the chat room. That was so cool of her. So I'm glad that she knows that she's got friends from like the Zells have friends from another channel that got their back. That Pooh Rockville has a podcast mic for 60 use, not bad. Pardon me. Yeah, that Miss Shorty stream, that was like 3 hours, Patrick. So yeah, totally understandable. You gotta catch that the later that day. That is a bit much. And then this was the best part. So there's Frank's daughter, and she had some stuff in her hands. I think she had something else, but she had a Game Boy. Like, wait a minute. Now, I think she's old enough. Oh, 60 USD. Yeah, that's not bad. She's got to be old enough to understand video games. So I just, like, why would there not be a game in there? Why would she not be playing it? So it's like, hold on. Hold on. Frank's daughter is a gamer? She's one of us. That is so cool. I because Frank's a gamer. I game. My dad games. Other people's dads games. So she plays video games. I don't know what game. I don't know what she was playing. I don't know if it was like Mario or or like Zelda or Doom. But that's not the point. So she's a gamer. That is so awesome. Anyone listen to Days of Noah? Days with a Z. Well, I didn't make it over to Shorty's last night with you. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, her stream is always up. It's available. She's got it on her channel. I've got it on my channel in the Zells playlist. And she's really good about getting the next stream up early. She doesn't have like mine go up like the night before or the day of. She will put up the notification for next Friday's stream a few days before. You'll see that, upcoming disclaimer thumbnail you can click on. You guys know what YouTube looks like. But she's good about that. And then Patrick saying, sorry, Nikki, but us Franklies are a different kettle of fish. Chat, take a bow. William, it's just like now I'm here with you instead of over there with her. Yeah, understandable. It is all about where you do spend your time. Since time is one thing that can't be replaced, so it does make a difference if you're saying spending a lot of time on your phone when you could be spending time with your family. Too many times I've seen this where I'll see a lady just walking out of Walmart and she's looking at her phone. She's a middle-aged lady, nothing odd about her. She's just walking, looking at her phone. But then a few seconds later, here comes a child, pushing the car. Have to look up at the handle because they're that short. Here, they're letting their baby push the cart after them while this bitch is looking at her phone. It only takes a second to lose your child forever. So, and she wouldn't care because she's too busy looking at TikTok. So things like that, like your kids are going to remember that if you're ignoring them for other things. Children are always paying attention. Oh, nice. Papa Groovy saying just had a double burger, grass fed. Hell's yes. Damn, I'm ready to eat. I mean, not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. It's too late. Not really. I have been doing something bad. I mean, I've kind of been getting lucky because for a little over a week now, I've been staying at right at 99. I haven't gone over, which is great. Don't get me wrong, but I've been pushing it because what I'll do, I don't eat until later on in the day, like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then I show up, quite frankly, and I'm hungry by then. So then I've got if I eat these, I won't be able to eat them anymore. But it's like generic, like knockoff Cliff bars. They got protein in them, and I've got two different kinds. So I'll smash those, which is just over 500 calories, and then later on, I'm either eating popcorn or chocolate chips, like I said, and I know that's not good. I know you should not eat that late as is. I know that, but I do it. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I'll pay for it tomorrow. I'll deal with it. I can lose another pound in a day. It's not a big deal. But then I get on the scale and I'm still 99. So I'm like, yes, yes, whatever it is. Maybe just, I don't want to make a habit of this. This is not a normal eating habit I'm going to stay on, but it's my body's taking care of it for now. I know I need to stop. I'm doing too many unhealthy things, but Jenna, that's too thin. IMO. It's understandable. Yeah, that's true. I'm technically, for my height, they say the lowest I should be is 105. So I'm not far from that. I wouldn't get up to 105 again. Don't get me wrong, because then I would just have to lose 6 pounds. And who knows how long that would take? Like a week, but still, that's a long time. Uh, because that would feel like 2 weeks for me. Uh, but I did it before back in like 90, not 90, but 2012, 2013. So it's like traveling back in time because the Franklies never saw me. Well, they never saw me at all, but they never saw me this size. I was at least like 120 when I found the show 9.5 years ago. Patrick saying I'm British. The only thing we have is we don't let them fuck about with our food. Damn straight. Holy crap, William just had a sirloin cooked on the wood stove and a cast iron skillet. Damn, that's right. I wish it showed though because I didn't exercise, so I still have like the extra skin. I've still got like a stomach. I've still got like the upper arms that are unacceptable. So it's not like I can like walk around in like cute little clothes and dresses and things like that. And it is easier to keep weight off in the wintertime because you're spending so much energy just staying warm. So it's going to be a challenge to keep the weight up, but it'll even out. At first, I thought had to eat twice a day. I can eat once a day. It'll work out. I'm really not trying to wake up one day and be 90 pounds. Like, oh no, 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 no. I don't want to wake up dead, looking like the Crypt Keeper or something like that. That's not a cute look. It's like I like the thin look, not the heroin, anorexic, when, you know, stiff wind will snap your back in half. That's not a cute look. I like an extreme look, and plus I've been the other end. Like I've been that big, so I want to be that small. Yeah, Jenna, they don't like us. They want to do bad things, so it's just I don't. I already know what they want to do. Well, I see what they're doing to our children, so I know what they want for all of us. And the feeling is mutual. Except about the children thing. I don't want children harmed. Unlike them. They just want to scare people. Don't even give them your view. Don't even click on the video to give it a dislike because once you click on a video, they've already gotten your view. It already counts as something good towards the channel. It's like buying a book just to burn it. Well, you bought it, so you paid for it. So the author got paid for it. So you're not proving anything to anybody. Like if they have a lack of views, a lack of clicks, a lack of anything, that'll let them know what we think about their plans. Again, watch that TV show, Merlin. Watch that two-parter. Watch how they get rid of the big bad in that. Yeah, they want to do very unhealthy things. And then we were finally back on YouTube on Wednesday. Since Tuesday, I thought we would be back on YouTube, but it was over on Twitch, which is fine. Now, see, I've never found a bar. I haven't had a lot of barbecue sauce, William, but I don't like A1 steak sauce. I don't put any sauce on my steak. Dipped and raised, no sugar barbecue sauce. No sugar though, that's cool. They put sugar in enough stuff. And then Roseanne needs no introduction. I know the Wednesday show is not on YouTube anymore. You can watch it on Frank shared it. It's on like SoundCloud and other platforms like that. So you can watch it, listen to it. But yeah, she went off at one point. Gotta love her. I grew up, like mid 90s. I watched Roseanne. I was there for all of those episodes. So she's a Well, she's a living legend. She's a comedy icon. Very smart lady. Very based. She's talking about stuff that I've been saying for years about what they do with at these parties, what they do with children. I'm like, yes, girl, say it. I've been saying this. I don't have a platform like she does. I'm not Roseanne, but she knows the stuff. She's been through it. She's seen it. She's not afraid to say it, and that's why they try to make her come off as crazy. Like, oh, she doesn't know what she's saying. She's crazy. It's like, no, she's seen this stuff. She knows it. She knows what she's getting into. She's been there and back again. Her one line talking about her husband, may he rest in peace. He's not dead. Slayed me. And lots of great stuff. Like, find that interview and just watch it. I mean, Roseanne does have her own show. She is on Twitter. She does, I think it's like a weekly podcast she does. She had Jim Brewer on. Frank brought that up before. Wally says, who is Mel K? Is she related to Roseanne? I think that she said that they're friends. Like right now, Roseanne just happened to come down to visit and just ended up staying for a hot minute. So that's why she was there. I off the top of my head, I want to say no, they're not related, but I don't know. I think they're just friends. Yeah, I bet Slap saying, yeah, no heart. Try to get at us to influence our decisions. And sad how far they go. They want people to make those instant reactions to things. Like don't think, just react. That's what they want from people. That's why they like people to panic. Panic is a primitive emotion. So the more you stop, like hold up, wait a minute, like to just stop and think about what you're hearing and what you're seeing. If you know that it's all fake and they're all, just trying to gear up to take out patriots, and you can take anything they say with a grain of salt. William, I have seen Roseanne get after the government a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, Roseanne does have something to say, and she's not afraid to say it. I would like to find the time to check out her podcast since I, again, do like the lady. I'm always going to like Roseanne. The first time she was on the show was on 420 of 2020. I mean, she has been on just like a few times since then, but it's so wild too. It's not even like a 6 degrees of separation thing. It's more like, holy shit, Roseanne is a Frankly too. Like out of all the people, nobody could have imagined folks living on the internet when we were children. So it's wild to see, somebody who I looked up to as a child on TV. Now she's basically a fan of the show that I live at. There's nothing to compare that to. Again, people did not, live this way in other generations. That's so cool to be. It's like going to your favorite restaurant and you see a celebrity there. Oh my God, we like the same place. It's bigger than that, but it's just. And she's doesn't, you low key expect celebrities to have like air about them, like, oh, know who I am, know what I'm doing. She just comes on like she's just a regular chick. Like she knows who she is. She knows we know who she is. She doesn't have to introduce herself. She doesn't have to act a certain way, put on airs. She just says her thing. Let anybody else talk. She doesn't have to like own the room. It's like holy shit, celebrities are people too. I'm gonna have to close the window a bit. It is getting chilly. Oh, damn it. kind of weather you catch a cold in. I have not had a cold since I caught a summer cold in 2018 when my back blew out. Oh, boy, I haven't even thought about following her, though. Didn't realize she was over at Frankie's. I guess I'm that stupid. Oh, no, you're okay. Frank has so many guests. There's so many people that do so many things that it would be almost impossible to keep up with like all of Frank's guests and everything that they're doing. Like I follow a few of them that I do like on Twitter. But like if you follow Rich Barris, for example, like that dude tweets more than anybody. So right there, like that would be half of your day keeping up with that man's tweets. And he sleeps 3 hours a day, so he wouldn't get any rest. Well, I definitely don't read all the chats. That's fair. I bitch slap Satan. Roseanne covers lots of subjects and is interested in a few, but really love her. Damn straight. And then when she had the was it Roseanne's Nuts, the show when she had her farm in over on Hawaii. I remember catching a few of those episodes. So yeah, she likes to have a good time. I mean, up Frankly's, of course, she knows how to party. Yeah, and that's we figured Frank dug himself out of YouTube jail, Shawshank style. So to just just crawling through the shit and then just standing there in the rain and this cinematic shot. Yeah, that's how Frank got out. Morgan Freeman was narrating the whole time. Yeah, Rosanna's based as fuck. I love her. Papa, yeah, yeah. Don't pay attention to retards with power. Absolutely. Oh, they're just doing some more retarded shit. Let them do it. I'll do something else. And then I wish I had not read this until tonight. Because I read this last night and I cracked up. Thursday, all I wrote down. It's true, though. Jay Dyer and Timothy Gordon compete for brightest background. Florida. I mean, I forget who came on first. Maybe it was Jay. And Jay always does, he's got to have like the too much headspace no matter what he does. And it wasn't that bad. It was just a bit too much headspace. But we need to see like where his tits are. We need to start seeing where his stomach is, like me. I know he's taller, but still. Chris Roseanne was amazing. Yes. Can't wait for her to come back on. Uh but he had his background, it was like a bright neon sign. So I'm like, great, hat on. Not looking at this. And it was like a palm tree and a flamingo, something like that. Very Florida. I don't know where the man is, but he was in Florida last night. Wait, Friday night, last night, yeah. And then they go over to Timothy Gordon. And I forgot he is in Florida. So I'm like, okay, cool. But where is he at? He's sitting outside. It's like there's the water. It's like gray and overcast, but there's the water and the sky is overcast and it's bright and it's nothing but white and gray. And then they go over to Jay and it's like neon. And Timothy, it's white and gray. And it's like, great, hat on. I'm not going to be able to see any of this. Great. So I was just watching the chat room, which is fine. And then Timothy's camera cut out. It's like, did he go swimming? Did he just leave? He's in Florida. Is he punching an alligator? Did he drown? I don't know. He didn't. But I couldn't see anything. I was just listening to it, and I was kind of surprised because they were talking about Christianity, and I was expecting the chat room to get a little bit more trolly, but it really wasn't. People were sort of staying on track, staying on subject. It wasn't just people spamming like Bible quotes things like that. That they were more mature about it. Patrick saying Frank is definitely eclectic in his choice of subjects. We should consider. And my best Yorkshire accent. Not wrong with that. Oh, yeah, can't do accents. I won't even try. Your laugh makes me laugh. Oh, I bitch slapped Satan. Thank you. You can't do accents. All that Scottish I learned, I can say it back, but I'll sound very American. It's more for listening to. Again, you don't learn Scottish with the intent to speak it back to them because they're going to know you're not Scottish. They just be yourself. You'll get farther with them. Yeah, Friday's show. That's when the lady was on who was breastfeeding baby dolls, like big sized ones, like the size of a Chucky doll or something like that, or I don't know doll sizes, bigger than a Barbie. I was like, you know what? I never had a doll and thought I'm gonna stick my tit in its mouth. I never thought that about anything. So that chick needs to be locked up, or she can do like the person from the Monday show and just get one of those sex bots, but she wouldn't have to have sex with it. Oh, hey, Moon Buddy, how's it going? Oh, yikes. Popping in to say hi, dealing with the aftermath of a migraine. So I'm going to chill in a very dark room and listen on low volume. Oh, man. I hear ya. That's me, resting my eyes most of the day. Yeah, definitely get some good sleep, just chill out, listen to some older Grace Still Plays videos. He's a very soothing voice. Or you can listen to the Zells. It's definitely dark subject matter, but they have soothing voices. It's very odd, but it works. And then Matt McCat has fans. Anytime, like people call in, this one older lady, well, I always tune into every Friday show because you have Matt. Hi, Matt. It's so cute. Matt needs to he really does need to find a way to like stay on social media, not just get a Twitter and get deleted after 2 weeks of funny tweets, which is what he usually does. Zell should interview that crazy lady with the fake kid. Yeah. Frank and Jim just show up like, what's your problem, lady? Jim just shakes his head and eats Twizzlers. That's what they do. There's Frank asking the questions and being like the hard ass tough cop. And then there's Jim Zell with his Twizzlers just sitting back watching, like, I don't know, man. You better answer him. Chris, I always heard it's easier for UK actors to sound American than it is for Americans to sound proper UK accent. Possibly, considering all the UK actors they had on The Walking Dead. Andrew Lincoln, Samantha Morton, even Fear the Walking Dead. Frank Delane, I believe is the actor's name. Do these dolls suck? LOL. They do if you make them. Well, yeah, UK has a crazy variety of accents for the size of the country. Yeah. Yeah, Kooky Doll Story. Like, yeah, Cockney accent. You got the Londoner accent. You got the way the royals talk. You got the way real people talk. Oh, and then this came up at Miss Shorty's show because there are ads, and like I said, I haven't watched ads since like 2019. So what you do is this remote. Now I can't see it on my screen, but you got like the circle here. It's basically up, down, left, and right, and then like the back button is here. So all I have to do is hit back and then hit the middle to go back in if I'm having an issue because I don't watch ads. So it's like back button, then hit the middle to go back in. Back button, right back in. Back button, right back in. And you get a feel for how many times you have to do that. Sometimes it's once, sometimes it's 4 times, sometimes it's more. It depends on the channel. It depends on the topic. Um, again, just watching Gray Still Plays. I just happened to watch one video that happened to have like NASA E looking, what like the thumbnail has like a spaceship. And is it like, is that why I'm getting extra ads going back into this video? What? So it depends, but most things you can get around ads by you hit the back button. You don't just go back in, you hit back, you get out of that screen, you're in your, say, your library, go up to like subscriptions or one of the other options, then go back into your history, then go back into the video. It will keep your space from where you exited the video, then you can go back in. I know that sounds complicated. I can release a how-to video if you want. But it's really like the way they have it now, I think it's really like 4 button presses to get back into a video, which isn't bad. If you're really fast, you can do it quicker. There's only a few things that's unavoidable. Um, Something like I want to say like Lady Gaga's Bad Romance video is now behind an ad wall, so I haven't seen that for a couple years. It's one of those things like that that I don't normally watch. I don't usually go to a singer or a band's actual page to listen to a song. I'd rather give that view to a fan who uploaded the exact same song on their channel. Patrick said, though Damian Lewis pulled off Band of Brothers really well. Yeah, I like Damian Lewis. I bet Slapsight never knew the Walking Dead cast was from England, so cool, fooled me. Some of them are. The lady who played Maggie Green, she is from England. She also doesn't have an English accent anymore. I don't know why she lost it. Um, but yeah, Andrew Lincoln, Samantha Morton. Who else was on that show? I mean, like there might be some, but those are like people that play bigger characters on the show that are from the UK. But I love Samantha Morton's accent on The Walking Dead. It's some kind of southern, don't know exactly where, but she pulls it off very well. I love it. I like that actress anyway. We brought her up in she's in the Jane Eyre adaptation that I like that appears to be from the 90s, 80s, something like that, off the top of my head. So yeah, just a short week at quite frankly. Then we've got these Zells to check out every Friday. So it kind of makes the quite frankly week just a little bit longer because we get like at least 2 hours with the Zells after quite frankly ends for the week. Dr. House was British. That's right. Jenna, I have a friend who plays his favorite YouTube channels all day while at work, so they get the views. LOL. Yep. That's why I will do that. If I was talking about because I don't like things shot in portrait mode. So if I see Gray uploads a video and it's just a mobile game and all the trouble I went through with this TV, I don't need fuzzy on the side. So I'll play it while I'm like not looking at the TV. Like I'll be eating, but I won't be looking at the TV. I'll just play it just because I want to hear it and just in case he says something funny. But yeah, I will watch some things just to make sure they get that view. And that's the other thing too. Like, yeah, you're exiting a video when you get an ad, but if it's that good, you're going right back in. They're getting another click. They're getting another view. Good for them. But on the same hand, if you're watching a video and it gets to an ad, you back out. If you didn't like where that video was going, you don't have to go back in. Hey, that just saved you from another 10 minutes you would have lost. It's not so bad. I bet Slap Satan traveled America for 2 years, and the accents, food, dress, and culture are so different also. It really is. Patrick, what is an English accent? You can travel 20 to 30 miles here, and the accent is completely different. Yeah. And then don't even try to compare an English accent to somebody speaking Scottish. That's a fun one if you ever do watch Outlander, because they'd spend a lot of time with Scottish folks, and then they finally come across these English, people in uniform, and they're speaking their proper English and all this stuff, and talk to somebody Scottish, and then they just kind of they look at each other. Do you know what he said? And like I know what he said, but just that difference there. Oh, nice, Jenna. I don't deal with ads with my ad blocker. Sweet. Yeah, it's just the TV. I used to watch videos just on the phone, but a few years ago, but I got the bigger equipment now. Might as well use it. And was there anything I covered in either half of these that I didn't finish up on? I can speak on here at the end since oh, this is gonna be so weird. I'm sorry it was a two-parter. Maybe if this only happens like twice a year, it won't be so bad. I think I know what I'll do next time for as far as the plug. Okay, yeah, that won't happen again. Fingers crossed. Last technical difficulty of the year. And of course, smash the like button if you haven't already. Hope you smash the like on the. If you watch part one again, smash the like on that if you didn't the first time. Yeah, Jenna, you two have a good weekend. Everybody have some steak or something like that. Have something big. Have a big meal. Doesn't matter what it is. Jenna, gotta finish cleaning. Yeah. Yeah, just well, it's gonna warm up again. I would say stay warm. It's gonna warm up. We'll be fine. Just a regular Frankly week next week. Yeah, it looks like Matt Christensen is just on his own channel now. It seems like he's not on Tenant Media. More power to him. I know he's got a family. Yeah, Wally. Yeah, thank you. You have a good night. Great night to everybody. Yeah, Chris is right. Leave a comment on the video after the stream. If there's anything I didn't cover or anything you want to see next time, any merch ideas, anything like that, anything you thought about the Zells over on Miss Shorty. Yeah, Patrick. Yeah, yeah, Edinburgh speak the clearest or correct English you'll hear. That's interesting. We'll have to see if we can get a Scottish person from Edinburgh to call into the show. It's like, all right, now you call your buddy who lives down the road. We'll see how he talks. Yeah, nobody went live. Just a regular Frankly week next week. I say that, but then that's all right. Yeah, well, yeah, have a great evening. Patrick, have to, or sorry, I bet Slap Satan, have to admit, like some ads, new technology is coming out, very interesting. Yeah, some of the new tech is cool, but anytime I see it, I always think, where have I seen this before? And then I'm thinking about like an old TV show or something or an old movie from back in the day. It's like, yeah, they're just copying that. That's okay. They got to get their ideas from somewhere. Yeah, it'll be a hotter out next time. This was great. I hope everybody had fun. Hope it was a great week for you, quite frankly, too. And hopefully everybody's doctor is in the office next week. We shall see. And oh yeah, don't forget your pants. Just because they'll be sitting there all week if you forget them. And just looking real quick. Yeah, by the next show, we'll be less than a month away from the new year. It feels like it's rushing towards me. Yeah, and always support all of your favorite content creators. Smash the like button, share the show, comment after the show, word of mouth, make sure notifications are on. Yeah, keep fighting the good fight. Black wife beaters and PO Box works for me. All right. Sounds good. Oh, Patrick, yeah, you're welcome. Says much appreciation for the show you put up. Yeah, very welcome. Yeah, thanks for you guys. If it wasn't for the Franklies, the show wouldn't exist, and Frank would probably still be personal training and getting rejected by his future wife for dates because he wasn't a podcaster. Yeah, have a great night. Check out the shows from the week if you can find the Roseanne show from earlier in the week. Yeah, check out the Zells on Miss Shorty. Yeah, love all you guys. Damn straight, old TV shows. That's where it's at. Like Dark Shadows. Until next time.